I wasn't snooping. I didn't dig through her phone or check her texts. I trusted my wife. That's what makes this worse, because when the truth came out, it didn't come from her. It came from a burner phone she didn't know I'd find. My name's Matt. I'm 34. Married to Elise for almost 9 years. We were never the couple everyone envied. Not overly romantic, not dramatic either. We were routine, work, dinner, Netflix, sleep, repeat. No real fights, no fireworks, just stability. Or so I thought. Lately though, something felt off. Elise started going to a new gym. All women's place. She'd come home glowing, sweaty, smiling, energized. She started dressing sharper, switched her perfume, put more effort into her hair. Little things I tried not to read into. But I noticed. I asked her about it once. She smiled. Self-care, babe. You should try it sometime. She said it like a joke, but it hit weird. She didn't used to talk to me like that. Then came the gym bag. It was a Tuesday. I work from home on Tuesdays. Her bag was sitting in the laundry room, half unzipped. I reached in to move it and heard something knock against the inside wall. Not water bottle heavy. Hard. Small. I opened the side pocket. There it was, a phone. Not her phone. An old model. No case. Black screen. No reason for it to be there. I turned it on. It buzzed. Screen flickered. And then one new message. Missed last night already. I froze. Opened the messaging app. No names. Just numbers. And then, you tasted like vanilla again. I love that. Next time, let's not rush. He still doesn't suspect? I wish I could fall asleep with you. I put the phone down. My heart was pounding. Not just because of what I was reading, because I recognized the tone, the way she laughed in text, the weird grammar quirks, the emojis. It was Elise, writing to someone who wasn't me. I kept scrolling. Weeks of messages, some short, some detailed, locations, timing, inside jokes, private moments, descriptions of hotels, descriptions of him, descriptions of what they did. She told him I was kind, but dull, that I didn't notice the way she changed her hair or her perfume, that I'd probably never find out unless she told me, which she never planned to do. That's what hit me the hardest. She wasn't just lying. She was confident she'd get away with it. I shut the phone off, put it back in the pocket, zipped it up, and waited. That night, she came home like normal, kissed me, showered, ate dinner, laughed at something on TV. She even reached out for my hand on the couch, like nothing had changed. Except now I knew who she really was. I didn't sleep. I stared at the ceiling while she snored next to me, dreaming peacefully. And I kept wondering, was this the first time? Was it the only one? Or was I living with someone who'd been hiding parts of herself from me since day one? And the scariest question, did she even feel guilty? Because if she did, she was hiding it better than I ever could. I didn't confront her the next day, or the one after that. Not because I was afraid of the truth, but because I already knew it. Now, I wanted to see how far she'd go before I stopped pretending. Thursday night, she got home around 8:45. Said she stayed late at the gym for a yoga class. Hair slightly damp, face flushed, dressed down in leggings and an oversized hoodie. She kissed me on the cheek. Thanks for doing the dishes, you're the best. Then she grabbed a protein bar and plopped on the couch like everything was fine. But I'd already checked the burner phone 20 minutes before. New messages. Still smell like you. Wish we didn't have to wait till next week. You make me forget I ever settled. Settled. That's what she called our marriage. I went into our bedroom that night while she brushed her teeth and looked at myself in the mirror. Same guy, same house. But nothing felt familiar anymore. Like I was playing the husband in a life that was no longer mine. Friday, she left her phone unlocked while in the shower. That's when I saw her Maps history. Yes, she'd been going to the gym, but every few nights, she made a detour to a chain motel 3 exits past her supposed route home. Same one listed in the text from the burner. Same one as in the pictures I hadn't been able to unsee. She'd taken selfies in that room. One in a mirror, lingerie, same exact set she wore in our bedroom 2 weeks ago. Said she bought it for me, except it wasn't me she'd first worn it for. Another was a photo of her tucked in bed next to a man's chest. I couldn't see his face, but I could see hers in the reflection of the TV screen behind them. She looked happy, relaxed, not like someone making a mistake, like someone completely at peace with the choice she was making. Then I found the audio file. Just one, sent 3 days ago. I hesitated, then hit play. You make me feel like I don't have to be a wife or a partner or a version of me that caters to someone else's comfort. With you, I get to just exist. I get to want things. She laughed softly. He probably made dinner while we were, well, you know. Sometimes I want to tell him just to see if he'd even react. I stared at the wall, phone still in my hand, audio still ringing in my head. She hadn't just cheated. She planned it, cherished it, protected it. That night, she made us pasta. My favorite. Lit candles, put on soft jazz, and danced barefoot in the kitchen. She kissed me from behind, laughed when I flinched. "What's up with you lately? You seem off." I smiled. "Just tired." And she believed it, because I was still playing my role, and she was still playing hers. But in my head, I was somewhere else entirely. In a cheap motel room, next to a phone that held the last real version of my marriage. Not the version she showed the world. The one she saved for someone else. She left Saturday morning like she always did. Hair pulled into a ponytail, branded leggings, water bottle in one hand, keys in the other. Spin class, then smoothies with the girls. Don't wait up. She smiled when she said it, and I smiled back, because I knew exactly where she was going. As soon as her car disappeared, I went for the gym bag, unzipped it, pulled out the burner. Same routine now. Except this time, I wasn't just checking for texts. I was looking for leverage. The gallery had 2 new photos. Same hotel bathroom, same angles. But this time, he was in the frame, bare chest, holding her waist. Her head tilted back, laughing into his neck. Her expression wasn't one of regret. It was joy. Then I noticed something I'd missed before. The Notes app. I opened it. There were entries, short paragraphs, date stamped, all recent. He made me tea without asking. He remembered I liked lemon in it. With him, I don't have to explain my moods. He just gets it. Matt means well, but I don't feel seen anymore. I kept reading. I thought I'd feel guiltier, but I don't. I wish I could just disappear into this other life. If Matt ever finds out, I hope he explodes. At least then, I'd know he still feels something. That last one broke something in me. She didn't just cheat. She waited for me to react. She wanted me to blow up, lash out, ruin things. That way she could leave clean, with the narrative on her side. I wasn't going to give her that. That afternoon, I made copies of everything. The texts, the photos, the voice notes, the journal entries. Backed them up. Labeled it all. One folder, one name. Elise. Truth. Then I did something I never imagined I'd do. I texted him. From her burner. He knows. A pause. Then, who is this? I replied, Matt, her husband. Silence. Then, look man, I didn't know she was married. She told me you were separated. A lie. Because in one of the texts he'd asked, what happens if he finds out? And she replied, then I guess I'll have to finally grow up. I didn't respond. I didn't need to. The silence said enough. When Elise got home, she was glowing. Said her smoothie had spirulina in it, that she felt like a new woman. She dropped her bag by the door. The burner was still inside, still in its place. She had no idea it had been touched. We ate dinner, watched half a movie. Halfway through, she paused it and looked over at me. You've been distant lately. Everything okay? I turned to her, held her gaze, smiled. Yeah, just tired. And just like that, the lie came full circle. Except this time I wasn't tired. I was done. Done waiting for her to tell me the truth. Done pretending I didn't know what was already in front of me. The confrontation was coming. I just had to choose the stage. And when. Sunday morning felt quiet. Too quiet. I made pancakes, lit a candle, turned on some jazz. She walked in wearing my college hoodie, smiled like nothing was wrong, and kissed my cheek. You're in a good mood. Trying something new, I said. She grabbed a plate, poured syrup, sat across from me, smiling, clueless. And I was staring at the woman who had no idea she was about to lose everything. After breakfast, I cleaned up, let her go fold laundry. She sang softly down the hallway. I opened my laptop at the table, brought up the folder, Elise. Truth clicked on the first image, her, wrapped in a towel, standing in a motel bathroom mirror. Then I minimized it and waited. She walked back into the room holding a towel, stopped cold when she saw the screen. Is that? No anger, just confusion, fear, then recognition. I said nothing. Open the next photo, then the voice memo. Her voice played loud and clear. He probably made dinner while I was still sore. Sometimes I wish I could tell him, just to see what he'd do. She froze, dropped the towel, mouth open, eyes wide. Matt, I can explain. No, I said. You can't. She sat down, face pale. It wasn't serious. I didn't plan. You took photos. I felt alone. You documented it, saved it, replayed it. I didn't know what I needed. You needed honesty, and you gave me lies. She started crying, not loud, just broken. I didn't comfort her. Are you leaving me? I looked at her, really looked at her. You already left. You just didn't pack. She tried to speak again. I cut her off. You wanted this to blow up. You left that phone knowing I'd find it eventually. I didn't. You wrote journal entries about me. You said you were waiting for me to explode so you could justify walking away. She shook her head, sobbing. I stood. I didn't cheat. I didn't lie. I was boring, predictable, maybe even forgettable. But I was loyal. She reached for my hand. I didn't give it. I backed everything up. Don't worry, I'm not sending it to anyone. But I wanted you to know. I know everything. Matt, please. I don't want revenge. I just want out. I walked to the bedroom, pulled a duffel bag from the closet. Mine. Packed what I needed. She stood in the doorway. Where will you go? Someplace real. We can fix this. You can't fix what you've already burned. At the front door, I paused, looked back one last time. I loved you, all of you, even when you were fading on me. But I can't stay married to someone who treats trust like a challenge. I left. I didn't slam the door. I didn't throw my ring. I didn't even cry. I just left. 2 weeks later, I haven't spoken to her. She called once, left a message. I never stopped loving you. I just stopped seeing you. I see you now. I just wish it wasn't too late. I saved it, but I never replied. Sometimes I look at our wedding photo, the one where we're laughing, mid-kiss, barely in focus, and I wonder, did she already know then? Was she already thinking of ways out? She's not evil. She's not broken. She just didn't want me anymore. And instead of saying that, she built a secret life until the guilt needed an audience. Now she has one, and I'm finally done being quiet.